The gameplay trailer for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 finally got revealed, and it's safe to say that some people are quite hyped about what they saw. But as usual, there's some people that weren't 100% with the reveal, and I can see where they're coming from. Then again, this is a game that most of us have been hyping up, so you know how it is. Anyway, we finally get to see the black suit. We all knew it was coming, but seeing it live and in action with all the new takedowns and special moves was crazy. The UI is also very different, which I'm not too much of a fan of to be honest, but it might not be the final look, because the first game's reveal had a different UI to the final version, so it might be the case here, but who knows. Then there's the character swap to Miles, which looks better than I thought it would, obviously thanks to the PS5's SSD, especially when he dives straight into that web catapult right after the switch. It reminded me of Spider-Man 3 on the PS3 if you know what I'm talking about. And then we finally get to see the web wings in action, and it looks fun as hell, which of course reminded me of the end of Far From Home. Then there's a brief back and forth with Genki, and personally I'm not too much of a fan of him, but it's nothing major. We get to see a new takedown animation plus a demonstration of the webline gadget, which I can't wait to try out. Then we get to see a double takedown, and this is something I've been wanting since the first game, so I'm glad we finally get to use that. The other enemies seem a bit oblivious to what happened, but hopefully this isn't the case in the final game. Then there's some new moves from Miles, which I could already see the potential for crazy combos, but that web swinging speed is something that caught my attention straight away. It's looking like traversals will be a lot more quick and immersive, especially with the inclusion of the web wings. This whole scene here reminded me of that mission in the first game where he chased down Mr. Negative to retrieve the Devil's Breath. I'm excited with how character switching is starting to look during the main missions. I can't wait to see what the combat will look like between these two, and I hope they include the ability to perform combos while switching, like with air juggles for example. I've been seeing a lot of comments about the web swinging and the black suit looking very similar in terms of animation and style. But in my opinion, I think this is something that will change as the game progresses and Peter gets more and more influenced by the symbiote. I've also been seeing a lot of negatives about the way the black suit looks, and yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. But my initial thoughts when I saw it was that we're obviously going to be able to switch between different versions of the black suits from the comics and the films and things like that, so I wasn't really that bothered. There are a few things I want to see added to the game, like the option for advanced and regular swinging, kinda like with Spider-Man 2 on the PS2. Or at least something that rewards stylish swinging. We kinda got that in Miles' game, but hopefully this is something that gets expanded on. I also want to see the character's feet touch the ground when you swing lower, like maybe a little running animation while holding onto the web. Or like right now how Miles is skidding on the water as you swing close to it. I think it would be great. Or the ability to run down buildings, because you could only go up or the side of the buildings but not down for some reason. It's not really a major thing, but I just thought I'd mention it anyway. The trailer obviously shows off villains that we're going to be facing in the game, and most of us already knew about the Lizard's possible involvement, especially after completing Miles' game. I'm definitely looking forward to all the encounters and the missions that go along with them, but the one I'm more curious about is the relationship between Peter and Yuri, especially now that she's taken on the identity of Wraith. I wonder how a story will coincide with Peter, as he might have an anti-hero sort of vibe while wearing the symbiote suit. Now that's got me hype even thinking about it. Anyway, overall there are features within this trailer that I can't wait to experience in the game, and hopefully the ones I suggested might make it in the game as well. But yeah, let me know down below what you thought about the trailer, and give this video a like if you think it's going to be Game of the Year. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, so I'll catch you in a bit.